Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, a rescue cat, and a rescue guinea pig who likes to craft in her spare time, has graduated with honors from the sign language interpreting program, and is trying to train for Ironman. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message, it boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem. I could use that. And if you're returning, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. So I'm on the new laptop. It's small. I only have a 14.5-inch screen, which is very weird. But the camera gives me a wider signing frame, which is true, but it also it's much more detailed, so you can really and truly see the ugly wallpaper. That is half paint. My wall was half painted. There was a cabinet up there. Anyways, it's clearly the wall behind me has not been painted yet. Whatever. It's not going to happen this week either. So, I did buy some patterns on Etsy. I did not print off the cover photos. I have not started any of them either. Do I want to? Yes. Is it going to happen this week? Nope. Sure is not. Sure is not. It's not. I'm going to be lucky if I survive this week. Last week was we knew it was going to be an intense. I had the 2-day trial turned into day 3, an in-camera interview with a little girl who was only 7, y'all, only 7. We have not gotten through all of plaintiff's witnesses. We're defense. And then because it's our motion, we get a rebuttal. I'm already planning on calling 3 more witnesses on my rebuttal. Potentially 4. Maybe more. Maybe more. It is, yeah. And just when I thought I have heard it all, y'all, something new happens. And then I realized, no, haven't heard it all, apparently. So this week I have 3 trials. Well, I have a hearing on Tuesday, a probable cause on Wednesday, probable cause is on Thursday. The probable cause is on Thursday. Wednesday I have tutoring in the evening. And then we go back up to Bay City for this trial for day 4 on Friday. This weekend coming up on the 9th, the band has band competition in Okemos, so near Lansing. So about a little over an hour-ish drive. Needless to say, Elmo needs an oil change. We're way over on miles. Hold, please. Okay, we're back. Okay, so this week is gearing up to be a huge week as well. So yay me. I mean, look, I'm not complaining. I don't want to make it sound like I am. It's just to give you a clue, Friday night to Saturday morning, I slept 11 hours. I didn't even get up to go potty. That's how tired I was. I was just, it's been a lot. So, the goal is to make it through this week. The following week, as it stands right now, I don't have any court hearings. That could change. I got the new laptop. I've got it up and running. We're still in the process of transferring files and whatnot. But I do have it hooked up so that it prints. So that's a good thing. I'm very grateful that last week we did not have any classes because that would have just made it an extra level of craziness. So this next week, well, starting back tomorrow, Bean goes back to class. I have class on Tuesday night. So nothing like having an emotional hearing set for Tuesday and then going right to class. I still have to do my homework. You'd think last week I would have done it because I had a whole week off of class and I could have just gone ahead and done it. But if it gives you any clue, this trial that we're now going into day 4 this week on, I've now entered 47 exhibits. And my one exhibit actually consists of 200 screenshots. the boy child is still working. He's working away. Usually in the evenings. He's usually got like the 4 to close shift, which makes it for a very long day for me because close on the weekends, especially like the other night, he didn't get out till like 11 o'clock at night. Now, thankfully, it's like a 10-minute drive from my house. So there is that. But I'm going to say that I really miss the boy child's bougie dinners because when he's not working, he makes dinners. But with him working more, I'm not getting as nice of food. I don't want to have to cook for myself. I'm a little spoiled. Although tonight, Bean whipped up chicken thighs. She seasoned them well. She seasons well. And made green beans. So nothing fancy, but still a good meal. But again, I'm a little spoiled with the bougie boy. So, did I stitch? Yes. Did I stitch a boatload? Depends on how big your boat is, I guess. Did I stitch to the level that I normally stitch? Probably not. Is that okay? Sure. Progress is progress. So, what did I buy that I can show you? I bought some DMC floss. I'm trying to finish up getting all the flosses for like current projects that I'm trying to do so that I'm not running into that. That's really about it. Okay. So, first thing I'll show you is my Wiener Wednesday project right now. My Wiener Wednesday project is by River Drift Designs. River Drift House. It's mini long dogs. And I am only stitching half of it. It's actually a repeat pattern. I'm only doing one. I saw this pattern from Zan. It's Zan, not Zane. Zan, the crazy band lady stitches. Her Flosstube is quite fun. If nothing else, I enjoy her accent. She was stitching it. She has a little wiener dog, so she stitches wiener dog projects too. So I finished this dog, brought down my border here a bit. Got a second wiener dog going here. Got the heart, the little doodads in. So we're making progress. This will get done this year. It's on my 24 and 24 to get done. Is it going to get done this week? Not likely. Not likely. I will admit that when I have time, especially in the evenings to stitch, I tend to go to Rosie because I still want to I still would like to really get her done as soon as possible. Okay. So in here is my peppermint purple cell. This is from 2021. Again, we don't judge in this show about how long a project takes you. This is all black work. Peppermint Purple does a free black work sale every year. I don't know. Hold please. I don't know what this dog has got. Hang on. Okay. I don't know if you can get this exact one, but they do a new one every year, which is really quite cool. So my goal is to have this finished by the end of the year. I figured if I do one motif a week, it would do that. And then I had a couple weeks that it was built in. Although I don't know if I have many cushion weeks left on here. Usually when I sit down to do it, I tend to do one of the big blocks, like right here will go one of the two-fur blocks. Or what I'm finding is I tend to do two of the smaller. Either way, it will get me done by the end of the year, which is the goal. Because again, on my 24 by 24, it would be really nice to have a lot of my projects that I had started in 2020 finally done. Dare to dream. Okay, so if you recall, I had started stitching this one. It was wrong. Then last week, I think it was, I took it out. So this week I got it put back in and this one put back in. And I was half tempted to come over here and do this one. And actually, I was kind of tempted to just sit and do the whole week, and I didn't. And that's okay. I'm just stitching it on some, hang on, let me get Bean to take the dog out. I'm just stitching it with random DMCs that were left over from other projects along the way. And it's on off-white 14 count Ada, nothing special. Okay. Next up is Song of Christmas from Lavender and Lace. I'm using all the call fors except for the fabric, which you'll see in a second, but all the floss, I'm not converting any of the colors. Like, I love this picture. Oh, I love it so much. And I finally got in all of the, I think I now have all of the flosses, and then I have all of the beads and all of that. I'm stitching it on. I need to go through and serge the edges or zigzag the edges of this fabric because yeah. It is a piece of 30 count linen from the Primitive Hair, and it is called, dun, dun, dun. Don't you like the sound effect? Mm-hmm. It is called the Snowfall. So mine is going to be a little bit bigger than the size-wise than the pattern because the pattern stitched on 32 count. Do I care? No. No, I figured it out. I still have plenty of fabric. What I did is I started it at the bottom in the center because I figure I don't mind if I have extra snowflakes at the top, but I don't want to run out of room. So I did start to put in the little white. Now the holes in the white are beads. And I will tell you, because I have not taken the time to go over to Kinko's, usually on my Lavender and Lace or my Miras, I scan in the pattern and then I print off a working copy. I have not had a chance to do that, and I'm finding that I'm getting very frustrated with myself because I don't want to mark on the original pattern, so I get a little lost sometimes. And so I worked on it this morning, and my progress is very slow. I have a feeling it will get much better once I have the working copy and can kind of mark off as I go. Is there any set rhyme or reason when I grab that one? No, there is not. Is that okay with me? Absolutely. For now. For now. Okay. On Saturdays, I do Sorority Saturday. This was inspired by Corey Creates. I am right now trying to desperately finish our armorial bearing or our sorority crest. I'm an Alpha Gamma Delta from Wayne State University. So I got more of the gold done when I worked on it yesterday. I do love this piece. I cannot wait for it to get done and I can finally hang it up on my wall. I think that would be I think it will be very cool. One of my sorority sisters who I'm good friends with here in the area, she borrowed the pattern and she's already finished hers. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. I actually do have a start and a finish. Shannon Christine, if you recall, did the Christmas the Valentine's Day freebies. There's a series of 5. They are absolutely flippin' adorable. I finally started them. I started them on an 18 count Ada on a piece that I dyed myself, which is fine. Like, I do that all the time. I will say that if you're going to do these, you may want to go with 14 count Ada. And there is a part of me that would really like to get like a 12 count Ada and just dye it, because I think the only way I can get that is in a white, which is fine, but then the white stitches aren't going to show up on it. Because when I show you how small this is, you're going to kind of laugh. Like, how do I, like, yes, I want them to hang, I wanted them to look cute and sort of be like one of those little, like maybe with beads in between and kind of hang down, or a ribbon in between decoration for Valentine's Day, or to go on my office ficus. Y'all, it's so small. But how cute is that? Like, it's so cute. But like, that's 3 shades of pink and that's 3 shades of red. And then you've got the white in there. It only took a couple hours. I'm not gonna lie, it only took a couple hours total. I spread that over 2 stitching periods because life. It's so cute, but like, it's it's probably like it's I don't even think that's 3 by 3. It's so cute though. So we have that. So yep. So I'm going to be doing. Oh, that needs to go in my ornament bag of tricks. I'm going to be doing the others in the series, and once I have them all done, I guess we'll figure out a way to finish them, because I don't know that they're going to be big enough that it won't look awkward with the way I had planned to finish them in my mind. And maybe what I should just do is send them to Tammy. I'll just put them in an envelope with a bunch of other stuff, like thank you stuff, and go, thank you for finishing my projects. Okay. Today I worked on Vanessa's stocking. Vanessa's stocking desperately needs a project bag. But I'm just, yep, yep, life. I honestly just, by the time I get to stitch, with as busy as my court docket has been, I don't want to clear off the table enough to be able to set up and then pick up my heavy ass sewing machine. I have a sewing machine that's like from the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I got it in 97, 96. It's not the lightest. It's not the heaviest. Oh, trust me, it's not the heaviest. My grandmother's sewing machine is a tank. But it's heavy enough where it's like, it's a chore to pick it up, put it down, blah, blah, blah. So one day maybe I'll finally get around to sewing Vanessa my stocking for my son, who is not named Vanessa. I'll get around to sewing in a project bag. But I got a lot more done. This is a January WIPCO call. Yep, you heard that right, January. It's a beast. This bow is a beast. This bow, like right here. Oh, hold please. Okay. I feel like once I get this bow in, the rest of it's gonna go like super fast. That's a lie, but that's what I'm telling myself right now. But this bow is a beast and has been taking me forever. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Will this be done this year? Sure. Well, we can dare to dream. We can dare to dream. My goal for this is to finish this and beans by the year 2025, 2050,000 of the year of our Lord and Savior. Anything before that, It's purely a win. I only have one more project that I worked on. Bet y'all can't guess what it is. Of course you can. It's Rosie. It's absolutely Rosie. I love this piece so much. I will say that I will not, if I ever do something on 20 count again, I would likely do it 1/1. If I was going to do 2/1, I would only do 10 stitch. This is getting super tight, and as a result, I am terrified that I'm going to miss a stitch because I was trying to just color complete, but I'm terrified that I gotta at the same time on the fly make some adjustments because I can't count. And as a result, it's getting kind of curly, and it's got some weight to it. Not gonna lie. And if you all want to know what my back looks like, do y'all want to see? This is hysterical to me. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Because I carried and all sorts of things, and I don't have any regrets because it's a full coverage. And if you're looking at the back of this, we better be on like really good terms. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm going in and completing like by page. So I know that so it's actually 2 and then a little sliver of another page, like I think it's like 25 rows on a 3rd page down. So I have 2 pages this way finished. 1 page this way finished. There's a couple stitches, ninja stitches in, or did I finish them? I think I finished them. I think we're 2 pages, well, really 4 pages if you want to count the little pages. This way finished. So I'm trying to work back up in here. We are now at, let me, I know that we're just under 95% done. As of last night, we are at 94.81, I think. What the hell is it? 94.81. I am almost at 60,000 stitches right now. So Rosie is 63,240 stitches. And right now I am at 59,959 stitches. So, yes. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see where the orange lines are? Those are the page divides. So this page and this page are done. This page and this page are done. So where I've gone up and I'm trying to work now, there we go, is these 2 pages. There's not much because a vast majority of the stitches are honestly like from here back. Yeah. I have almost got this 3rd page here done. I probably have about, well, this section here, the 2 pages there. Between those 2 pages, I've probably got about 50 more stitches there. So maybe what I'm not doing, I'm not going to worry about, okay, like technically on color 315, I have 117 stitches. I'm not going to go all over and try and find all those 117 stitches. What I'm going to do is like, okay, so right now it's highlighted. So those stitches, a vast majority of those stitches are right there. I may go ahead and just take care of those. But I think what I really want to do is just finish these 2 pages tonight. So, but like I said, I've got a bankruptcy filing, and then I've got a consult tomorrow after work on a disability case that's coming in. So needless to say, I am busy, which is great. The other thing that I will say is that the medicine, I finally got the medicine off the Zon. I have been using it faithfully at least twice a day. It is doing hardly anything, but my face right now is so dry as a result of using this stuff that it's like rubbing sandpaper. So yay for that. I see the new dermatologist on the 20th. That was their first available appointment. So yay for that. So overall, though, things are fantastic. I'm very excited. My friend Nicole, who I love and adore, is having a grandson. So there will be some sewing. There's going to have to be sewing for the baby. Tomorrow, like I said, it's trial prep for Tuesday. And some other stuff. I think the boy has band tomorrow night. I'm so tired. So fingers crossed that everything goes well. I think out of the three, the easiest is actually the felony probable cause hearing is probably the easiest, which is really weird to say. Okay. I will be between now and the next time I see you, I will print off the patterns, at least the covers of what I purchased off of Etsy. The other thing is I have to start my 75 soft over again. Thursday I came home, we ran to the store. I ended up buying cookies, sugar cookies that were not gluten-free. And they made me absolutely sick. And so, yeah, so that's what kickstarted back to day one. And I will be honest with you, I have not worked out this weekend. I have just really and truly just let my body rest. And so, I would like to say that I'm going to start back on the 75 soft in the morning, but the reality is this week I think is going to be a lot of survival mode. And just getting through because I literally have so much on my plate. I'm going to try to stick as close as I can, and if it works out, that's great. I think the one that I would have, what I'm worried about is that I'm not going to be able to stick in a 45-minute workout every day this week, but one. Like I'm hoping, and I know I should schedule it just like I'm scheduling everything else. But I also know that life happens. And I am, in the words of Janet, I am showing my body grace. And the other thing is I am now past the 6 months. I think we're now into January made 6 months for my back. The end of January would have made the 6 month, I think, point for my back where they could redo the position. But I wasn't feeling bad. And so I elected to hold off because the longer I can hold off, the better off I am. I'm back to needing more pain meds almost on a daily basis. And so I'm trying to be mindful of that, although I do have an appointment coming up towards the end of the month with a massage therapist. I may try to see if I can sneak in even a half hour or 45-minute session with her before that, sooner than later, just to kind of help my body and try and prevent having to go back in to have the ablation on my back. And I'm not sure how much of that is I have been biking more often. I mean, that's really and truly the reality is I've been biking a lot of days in a row and started that up, and that can flare up my back. I mean, we just know that. I mean, that's nature of a bike in some ways, and in my case, my bike. If it continues to add too much to my back, I will take my bike into the bike shop and pay for a fitting and see if they can't help me alleviate some of that. So we are still losing weight, and that's ultimately the good news through all of this is the weight is still coming down. And so for that, I'm grateful, you know. So yeah, I mean, overall, we're doing really well. We're getting things done. We're getting, the business is building uh, back, and that's great. I am feeling better and better about my interpreting skills, and taking higher prep classes and things like that, and having better luck. So that's a good thing. So these are all good things. So with that, I'm gonna go get the boy child. He's out of work a little bit early, and which means that I can probably get to bed a little bit earlier, or I can stitch a little bit on Rosie and try and decompress and maybe run my Cricut, so I can knock some things off my list of things to do. So with that, remember, you are smart and you are amazing. You are wanted. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are needed. You are cherished and appreciated. And most of all, you matter. So with that, I'm sending you all the love. If you need me, reach out. I'm available. So love you all. Bye.